So here's something I wasn't really planning on filming or doing any how-to or anything out of this, but I figured why not. So this is the rear knuckle of E82 that's going to be potentially installed in place of something older and rusted and with trouble and issues and problems. So this one came with unfortunately an extra part. It's a broken bolt right there. Let me just flip this. So here's what a broken bolt looks like, and it even has a mark, an arrow. So that looks like a cave painting, really. So that's the broken bolt. I already tried to put the vice grip on this, and that's your, I guess this how-to is how to extract the broken bolt again. So I tried to put this vice grip on, and you want to have this as tight as you can, and it's not doing anything. So I tried that already, and it's just there. I don't know, it's not supposed to be like that, but I guess something is stopping it from coming out. So your option number one is using a vice grip. Try to grab onto the whatever is left of the bolt and twist it or start turning it. Try turn it. If it starts moving, you're lucky. If not, that's, I guess, option number two. Well, I'm not going to include any welding and such, so because I don't have a welder in my garage, because it's not supposed to be a workshop. It's just a garage to keep cars in. That's why I'm here on the garage floor. No benches, no proper equipment, but you got to do what you got to do. Option number two is drilling a hole in the broken bolt and trying to stick a screw extractor in there and hope for the best. Option number three would be drill the bolt completely and then just clean up the threads with a tap. I hope it doesn't come to that, but I have a suspicion that it may. So you can also use a torch and such on this and give it a good, basically heat it up as much as you can in hope of the threads releasing. So let's get to it and try drilling this out, I guess, or drilling a hole and trying to put the screw extraction tool in there. This is all terrible. You have to center punch it first, and I don't have a proper center punch, so I'm using a drill blank that has been sharpened to a point. So once you have a center, you can use a center drill or something to really help and enlarge that center point. Something like that. Here's a better center drill. This is not aluminum or plastic or something like that. This is steel, so you don't really want to use high RPMs. You want to use lower RPMs and a bit of a pressure on your drill. So I got a good center point. Now it's time to start using drills. So I just realized that I don't have a proper screw extractor. All I have is something small and tiny like this, and I know for sure this will not work at all. So for that screw size, that's M12, this is just totally junk. But nevertheless, we just keep drilling. It has to be drilled anyway, so I guess the point is to drill the bolt exactly in the center and not be drilling on the side. So if you end up drilling or end up with a situation when you have to drill the bolt out completely, you really don't want to be drilling off center, because you want to get most of the bolt out and to get as close to the threads as possible. And if your drill is not centered to the center of the center so if your drill is not centered within the threaded hole, you will end up eating the threads up and damaging them. That's not a good situation, so getting the center point as close as possible to the center of the bolt is important. I'm a little bit off by about a millimeter. That sucks, but I really don't. I talk too much. I need to just drill this. So in a situation like this, you better use some kind of a tapping fluid or some kind of oil to help your drill. But I'm not going to. I'm just going to abuse my drill bit. And it's a good drill. It's actually eating metal away pretty good. So I got through with the drill. My eyesight wasn't that great. I drilled crooked big time. And by the end of drilling, I broke the drill. So fortunately it came out. I got my small, the only one that I had actually, screw extractor, and I gave it a chance. And guess what? It broke too. So the end of it just snapped. So now we have another situation where you have a broken tool screw extractor stuck, and that thing you don't want to have it stuck, because that thing is really hard steel. I got it in pretty good. Yeah, it just slips over the without any regrets. So if that happens in your life, what do? You take your cutoff wheel or a die grind or whatever you have, and just make two flats and use your wise grip again and hope for the best. And here's the screw extractor that was completely useless, and now it's well, I gave it a chance. That's what you do in life. You give someone chances. But this one had a chance, but it didn't help him much. There's a crooked hole. I guess it's time to make it bigger. So you get a bigger drill bit and try to straighten up whatever was crooked. Well, I don't think I'm going in the right direction. It would be nice to have a drill press. That would do it. I don't even have a vise to really hold this properly. And I'm still drilling sideways. Is it? I think that's good enough for this drill bit. Let's find something even bigger. Are we brave enough to do this one? Let's see. That's like, feels like a 10 millimeter. Where's the good threads? Here. Yeah, that should do it. This thing is as dull as so this one is not sharp enough to actually do a good job or proper job. So I don't know, should I give up until I get a couple of proper tools, or should I just keep pushing? That's the question. So there is a thing that's called a drill sharpener, but if you don't have one, you can improvise and just use a whatever other tool cutter that you have in your eyesight and try making your drill sharp. If you're desperate, of course. Well, this one is doing something. So at this point you may also try and peel the leftovers of the bolt whatever I didn't drill the hole through yet because it's a bit crooked, so I don't want to damage the threads. Well, even if I do a little bit at this end, I really want to save like at least 75% of the threads that are where I didn't drill yet. So, but you can try and just take a punch and just peel the sides, peel that bolt and expose your good threads. I don't know what that gives you, but it's fun to do. So at this point I figured, why not give this a chance again and grab that knob stub of the bolt again and just grab it, and oh miracle, there you go. So I guess whatever we did drilling and beating on it actually released the threads, and there it is. Well, that's a good length of a thread, so we didn't really kill the threads inside of the knuckle. Well, I guess we can call this as a success. So this is a M12 by 1.5. Of course, I don't have a proper handle for the tap. I have what I have. Hey, why not just do this the wrong way? Wise grip. Why not? Who says you cannot do this? It's a handle. I'm doing it. Clean up the threads. Yep, it's all good. You always have to do that. You don't want to use your new bolt to make threads good. You have to use proper tools to make threads. This is a proper tool. Junky, but proper. Made in USA. Well, at least it's not made in China. If this was made in China, it would have been in the garbage can a long time ago. Bend this shield back in place. So I guess this is a success. This was here, and now it's not there anymore, so that's the leftovers. That's what's left of that bolt, and that's what I wanted to do and show the process. Yeah, there. So now this thing is pretty much ready to go into the car, but that's a story for some other day. I'm done for now.